You know what we missing out on, man? A basic thing that was, and me and OG Charlie Franks talked about this the other day when we was in the car, because I went to this we got a dope ass fish market in our hood that everybody go to, and in that motherfucker, bro was in there. She had 4 kids, and they were some unruly motherfuckers. And aside from knowing she didn't have a man in her life or whatever,
you can tell by the way the kids acting.
But yeah, we missing home training, my nigga.
Yeah,
like that shit there. Me and OG Charlie Frank, that shit there. When it came to the black community, that shit didn't. It wasn't classified by money or where you live. Nothing, nigga. This was a standard in black society. Home training, nigga. You go in here and you sit your bitch ass down somewhere and you don't be acting no goddamn fool. They missing all that, man, because and this is what we had as a community. This was a standard.
Yeah, black kids, listen.
But now the black parents is just like any other race of people, just turn a blind eye to their kids. Just
that go back to Jeff's question though. Jeff's question is like, how do we correct the shit versus just talking about it, right? And we saying it's a lack of home training. The home training wasn't just about what the mama did. The home training had broke down when the black family dynamic broke apart. So now the mama tell you something, daddy come back, if we gotta tell you again, and then reinforce what she said and put fire to that ass. And then granny do it, and then your neighbor do it. Right? There is no, it's a community. Right now, you better not say that to a motherfucking kid.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer.
What's happening? We have a hypocrisy problem, especially on social media, right? And I say that because you got a lot of, not a lot. You get black folks who get let's just say social media famous, talking about what the black community needs and what it should be and how it should be and how it's fucked up. And don't get it twisted, I agree with some of the things, but some of the messages, I'd be like, yo, this is where we have a problem. Y'all participate in the fuck shit that had the black community going downhill, and then, try to sit, sit, I forgot the damn name of that hill or mountain that was in the Bible with Moses. Like we got the 10 commandments of fixing the black community. Thou shalt not do this and that. It's like, thou shalt not do all the shit that you've been doing until you get in front of a camera and say it's fucked up. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of times those people are more entertaining. And that's the reality of it. And I say that because you have people who they are the epitome of the stereotype of quote unquote hood, or so people say. And they like the black community to change, but you participated in all the fuck shit that you've grown up to see ruin the community, and you're not gonna change your fuck shit. And then you got the other side of the spectrum, where I did all the right things and now I'm around the white people, and see, how come we can't act like the white people? And you over here doing white people fuckery and the what you would call nigga shit. But because I changed my tone of voice and I'll just do it like this, it just act like it doesn't count. Like right. So you participate in the fuckery. You participate in it and act like you're above the fuckery, but you in the fuckery all the damn time. So then it becomes an issue. Because I would bet that you never gonna be the change you want to see. And then sometimes, and it's because of a lot of stereotypes too. But let's just go on the quote unquote hood side, right? I know y'all believe y'all could live a dope boy's life and be a great fucking parent, and you're gonna wind up with Rhodes Scholars. But that's bullshit. How it normally happen is you live in a dope boy fantasy, you want your kids to be better than you, but you still doing dope boy shit in front of them and hoe shit in front of them. So what do? Dope boy shit and hoe shit. That's normally what they do. And it's like, and they become this uh half in, half out amalgamation. It's like, because they can't stand on nothing. Because hey, y'all don't really stand on nothing. And then you go on the opposite side, you know, of the super suburban or whatever, and it's like, oh, you don't want to do anything. Anything black is beneath you. Now, anything black is beneath your kids. And then, it's white, white, white. He's got to be white. And then all of a sudden, your kid got a pill problem and a coke problem, out here stealing and shit. But since you super suburban, we act like it don't. You're cheating in school. They got grades that they didn't deserve and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, man. Like I do agree with the home training shit. I do. I definitely do. But like I've been seeing that for years on social media. Excuse me. You got people. You want the community to be better, and you in the video smoking weed, talking about how the community ain't shit. You in the, you on social media talking about the community need to be better, and you talking shit to black folks on camera. But when white people disrespect you on camera, it's okay, buddy. It's like, man, listen. At a certain point, it's like, is this for camera? For the show, or is this for real? Because you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, and that's the thing I don't necessarily see as people who are willing to make the sacrifices, and that's an issue. Kind of like I talked about that damn movie, the last Tyler Perry movie, like Joe's College Trip. It's like that, like Tyler Perry. Uh, he plays Joe, his dad, or whatever, and his dad is just a wild old street motherfucker. But he plays himself. He plays the I'm too good for this. Y'all scarred me, parent. And then he plays in his son is, I don't like anything black. I'm gonna be around. Whatever the third. Wentworth the third, and then it all crashes together, and it's like there's no balance. You get what I'm saying? You find balance at the end because some of the dysfunctional qualities that people don't like, some of them have actual use in the real world, right? And some of the suburban qualities have use in the real world. But the problem is this: there is no balance. But people just like, I got to be over here, or I got to be over here. You can't figure it out. Now, here's where I gotta say something that I don't know if it's controversial, but it's too many reformed street niggas and slash dope fiends who got opinions because they have little kids. And and this is what I mean. And been there, so I'm not talking out of my ass. Some of y'all motherfuckers do this shit where you're growing as your kids are growing. So you're doing fuck shit when your kids are little, but they're little per se. So it's like, oh, this ain't gonna necessarily affect them. They ain't gonna remember this shit. And then next thing you know, they 10. And you still ain't stopped the bullshit. And they remember all of the bullshit the whole time as kids. So it's normalized. So when it becomes normalized and then they start, getting to a certain age and they just gravitate to it and participate in it, what winds up happening is y'all as parents, you can't discipline the kid because you taught them to fuck shit. And some of y'all parents on the opposite end of that shit, y'all actually do it, encouraging the shit, right? Until it ends bad. And that's on one end, but on the opposite end, you go super suburban and turn your kid into a straight bitch. Just a neutered, super assimilated, no spine having bitch. As in, because you don't want to be, because everything black is fucking negative. And the reason I say I put it on both sides of the spectrum is because that's the reality. But you got to add to that, like, and this is part of what I was trying to say without being disrespectful to anybody. But from my experience, most of these fake that's why I say hood, not hood. Most of these fake ass hood niggas came from good families. They just wanted to be rebellious, and then their rebelliousness got them into a life they can't fucking get out of now, right? And but it goes both ways, and then it's the other way. It's like I'm completely getting the fuck away from all of that shit. It bothers me. So what winds up happening is when it comes to the family dynamic, part of what would ruin the family and the community dynamic is that rebellious bullshit. When people tried to stop your kids from acting up, you motherfuckers popped up with all that attitude because you were still on that bullshit. And when it's super suburban folks, they're just like, we're never going to be around the quote unquote community because it's like we know you're not going to check the bullshit. So you wind up in a situation where you want to change, but you don't want to do what it takes for the change because you was part of the problem, and you ain't gonna go as hard to fix it as you did to fuck it up. So that's why I say it's hypocritical. It, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Catch y'all on the next one. Tell me what you think. Peace.